We're back. For those who may or may not know, I was in Summer League last week, and it was a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody and anybody that I met last week. I don't want to individually say names and stuff because I don't want to miss out on anybody because I saw a lot of you guys. But shout out to the Knicks fandom that showed out. My man Papa Lev, Greg Armstrong. It was cool to be able to rock these games with you guys, man, and showing Vegas a bit of the Knicks fandom live in effect. But outside of just the fandom and the fun that was going on outside the court, on the court, we had a very fun product from Obi Toppin going out there and demanding the attention of the masses. We're seeing our rookie core playing tremendously well. Emmanuel quickly being massaged into a point guard role. There's so many things I want to talk about and where these guys will fit in our rotation. That's what we're going to talk about in this video today. I got nothing else left to say. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Links in the description below. Let's get right into it. Like I mentioned, this past week, I was in Vegas for the Summer League. We saw tremendous play from our guys, from our vet rooks and Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, and our rooks and Deuce McBride, Jericho Sims, Q Grimes, and none other than Rokas. It was a lot of fun, you know. We saw the great games from Deuce McBride. We saw the great games, you know, all the above. A lot of great things to see. Q shot was finally looking like the Quentin Grimes that we were looking for in that Cavaliers game on Saturday. To be honest with you, I was never really worried about the jump shot because the defense was tremendous. He was putting a lot of guys in prison. A lot of great things. I can go on and on about the positives. It's hard for me to come up with any negatives in the Summer League because, well, it's the Summer League. We saw how bad RJ Barrett struggled last year in the Summer League, or 2 years ago, excuse me, in the Summer League, and we are seeing how he's turning out right now going into year 3 in his NBA career. This summer, you can't really judge too many players off of their Summer League performance in a negative way. Same thing for a positive, and that's what I want to talk about in today's video, because as well as our young core has been playing, what part of the rotation are these guys actually going to get? So before we talk about the rookies, I want to talk about our comebacks in IQ and Obi Toppin. With the great play that both of these guys have been performing, that they've been showing performing, wrong word. Both of them have been doing great things in their own spurts. We saw Obi Toppin playing tremendously offensively throughout this week, but the defense, you know, there were some instances where he was pretty solid, but it really didn't pick up too much, in my opinion. I'm seeing Obi Toppin out there with a lot of missing assignments, letting a lot of people pass. I think the one that was most glaring was I cannot remember the full name of the guy, but Pickett of the Detroit Pistons. Although Obi Toppin in that game offensively was tremendous, we got to remember the reason why the Pistons went on that crazy lead, and you can see that Obi Toppin was letting this guy go a little bit, to the point where Pickett had 13 of the Pistons' 26 points in the first quarter, or how many points the Pistons had. Now, I'm not putting it solely on Obi Toppin, but the point I'm trying to make is Obi Toppin's defense has been something that we all have been a little bit curious and a little worried about. I don't feel like that made a tremendous jump. Still time for that to happen. But other than that, you're seeing him become aggressive, go to the rim. You saw him going to get contact a lot more, and his jump shot was falling at a better rate. But where does that fit? I mean, right now he's still going to be the backup to Julius Randle, and what you need is for him to be in that second unit to be able to knock down shots and also create offense. And I feel like those are the things that you saw a little bit piece by piece in the Summer League, and only confidence can help that as the regular season goes on, especially with all these vets that we're going to have on this team that can only push his confidence in the right direction to continue his good play. So defensively, I'm still a little worried. I'm not sure how Tom Thibodeau's feeling about that, but offensively, if he continues to play like this, we should be good off the bench. That's if we decide to keep him. That's a conversation for another day. Now, Emmanuel Quickly. I thought the Quickly project was fun. It was a lot of fun. As you could tell earlier on, as the Summer League was beginning, I was not fond of it. You know, a lot of people are trying to bottle him to be just a point guard or a shooting guard. My key is I don't feel like we should bottle him to try and make him a point guard, because that's what we want to do. I think he is a guard. I think he can play both positions in spurts, but I liked that we were playing him at the point guard position because I wanted to see what he was going to give us. And it really felt, after to see Tom Thibodeau, how invested he was in Quickly this past week. Every time between the halves, before the game started, after the game, Tom Thibodeau was always talking to Emmanuel Quickly, and it's almost like he's trying to massage him into being that possible point guard option for the future, post Kemba, post Derrick Rose. That, like, it feels like that's an option for Tom Thibodeau amongst the many options that we have. And to be quite honest with you, you know, seeing him combine his ability to control offense and be able to score the ball was good, but it wasn't great. I think, you know, where IQ thrives is when he is in go mode from the scoring perspective. I feel like we saw that there were some instances where there was a lot of missed possessions, a lot of missed passes, this, that, and the third, and that's not his game. Like, that's not his game, and that's what this was for, was him to work it out. But also, real being real, where Deuce was playing point guard, you saw that the ball was moving a little bit more, which got Q involved in the offense a lot more, and Obi was still able to get his. And on top of that, Deuce was going off. You saw our offense being a little bit more fluid out there when you saw Deuce McBride out there running the show compared to when IQ's playing. And I think that that is the part of his point guard game that he's still building, and that is the ball movement and the vision side of it. No slight on IQ as a player, because let's be real, the dude was still a big part, a big key to us winning any of those games the week prior. But as far as the point guard standpoint, I'm not going to back down. I just don't think he's that yet. He can be. He's going in the right direction. IQ in that summer league as point guard was a lot better than IQ as a point guard last season. But just from seeing the difference between that game and the Cavaliers, I mean, you could say whatever you want to say because Evan Mobley wasn't playing, this, that, and the third. It was the Cavaliers who were 0-3 or 1-2 before we played them. Like, there's a combination of things. But what I did notice is that the ball was moving a lot more, and this was the first time that you saw Quentin Grimes effortlessly being able to get his shot compared to times before where it felt like Q just could not get a shot going at all together. But that's just my take on Immanuel Quickley. I know people, whenever I say anything negatively about any of our players, y'all take it as hate, but at the same time, I also get people telling me you gotta be more critical on the players, and I am critical when I feel like there's something to be critical about. And I think Obi Toppin's defense and Immanuel Quickley's decision making as a point guard, I feel like they can still have some improvement. Other than that, they were tremendous for us in this summer league. No one can oppose to that. What's your thoughts on about our comeback players in Immanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin in this summer league? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. But let's talk about how these guys will fit in the rotation. Now, we've already briefly spoke about the rookies and, you know, what to expect from them. You know, like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Deuce was great. Q was great defensively, and we saw his offense pick. We can go down the list, but my question is, where do these guys fit with our current rotation? We know going into this next season, we have a great mesh of vets as well as our younger players. Now, the question is, do these younger players make it into the rotation right away? Some, like myself, believe yes. I do definitely believe that these guys crack the rotation all the way from Jericho Sims all the way up to Q Grimes. I feel like all these guys break the rotation. Maybe not Rokas. He might end up being a stash just for the sake of, because we have so many names and so many guards. But at the same time, with these other rookies that we drafted, I do believe, I truly believe that these guys break the rotation. Tibbs was liking what he was seeing. At least that's what it felt like when we were watching these games. But let's not get too crazy. When I say that they're going to break the rotation, that doesn't mean I feel like they're going to be solid rotational pieces, at least not this year. And there's a possibility that they can break that. I feel like outside of Quentin Grimes, Deuce is going to be fine to get some sort of minutes because we got Derrick Rose, IQ, Kemba Walker. There's going to be a rotation of those guys playing the 2 and the 1. There might be some situations where we have Rose playing the 1, and a lot of the situations where he's playing the 2. Same thing for IQ, same thing with Kemba Walker. And then, you know, there's a possibility that, yes, Deuce gets in that mix, but also Quentin Grimes will be playing some 2 and 3. So there's a lot of combinations that can go on, but at least you know with these guys, if they go in there and the offense isn't instantly there, you know on the defensive end, these guys are going to be there, and that is what's going to win them the minutes. Deuce McBride, in the few games where his shot was not going in, he was giving guys like Cade Cunningham fits, giving the others fits, Killian Hayes, those kind of guys. He was doing a good job with that. Quentin Grimes defensively was crazy. You saw the difference in our paint presence when Jericho Sims was not out there. I truly believe Jericho Sims breaks this rotation. We got to be realistic with Nerlens Noel and Mitch Robinson. There's going to be some sort of injury somewhere down the line, and I think that when Jericho Sims gets that call, he's going to run away with it down there because he is a Thibodeau center. He's a guy that makes the hustle plays, protects the rim, rebounds, and pushes. That's what he does, and he can finish around the rim. You see his athletic ability. It'll take 4 guys, and he can still dunk with 4 guys on him. I really believe that all these guys break the rotation. As far as minutes, that's still yet to be seen, but what we've seen in this summer league play, if the defense at least shows up with these rookies play, Tom Thibodeau is going to give them a shot. These are all Tom Thibodeau-esque rookies. So I really believe that we're going to have a good mesh of our veterans and our rookies that's going to help us take it to another step this season, going into the 2021-2022 NBA season. I really believe that. But what's your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think that Tom Thibodeau's, after the great play that we're seeing from our rookies and our younger guys, you think Tom Thibodeau is going to end up still freezing out a lot of these guys, and probably only Quentin Grimes is going to get some minutes and the other guys are going to be riding the bench? Or do you agree with me that these guys are going to break the rotation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about that. I'm excited to be back. You could tell my voice is still trying to come back after Friday, but I had a lot of stuff that was going on this weekend. I appreciate you guys so much. I want to say real quick, I really appreciate all the support. People that I met out there were really cool, who, you know who I am and stuff like that. I'm not one that goes and tries to be like, I am CK2K, say hi to me. No, but the fact that when there's people that are recognizing me and, they say that they appreciate what I'm doing, and that, they enjoy the insight and they enjoy that they are able to give their input, and I listen to their input. That's what it's about, and that's why I enjoy doing stuff like this. I have a lot of fun being able to communicate and connect with other Knicks fans. You know what I mean? That's a good time. I really enjoy doing this. Anyways, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, do not forget to like this video, join the Discord so the conversations can continue. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it. Catch you guys later. I'm out of here, and peace.
Cold pizza like Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.